Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now May 10th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm, and exactly how Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are really going to handle everything moving forward throughout this entire decade. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know, and thankfully, Kathleen Kennedy no longer has creative control over any of the existing Star Wars projects, all except one project. That is the LESLYE HEADLAND Star Wars TV series on Disney+, that a lot of fans are already against based on what they plan to do with it, with the identity politics and so on and so forth. However, everything else seems to be falling into place in a more positive route, really taking a different avenue for Star Wars by Bob Chapek and Bob Iger. In order to really make it as successful as the MCU, it's going to be a very tough challenge for them, but I think that they really do have a shot at really, pretty much completing this major task that they're trying to do right now. Now, looking at everything here, from Disney Star Wars, we've seen the sequel trilogy, especially The Last Jedi, a movie that really derailed the franchise, at least in my opinion. It really caused a big divide between fans, perhaps even bigger than just a divide. And The Rise of Skywalker really was just another example of how there were less repeat viewings for that movie in and on itself, because it did not meet the box office, pretty much records in comparison to The Last Jedi. It did not reach there. So what's really intriguing, of course, is the new Star Wars universe and what George, John, and Dave plan to do with it, where, of course, with the Skywalker saga now over by director J.J. Abrams, Disney is now building their new Star Wars universe that will introduce a brand new mythology to Star Wars fans around the world that they have never seen before in both Legends and or the canon material by Disney. Now, it's explained that currently both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are busy working with creators like Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and George Lucas to create a proper new Star Wars universe for the fans to enjoy, including the introduction of brand new Skywalkers that will be introduced in a post-Episode 9 era. Now, it's noted that currently George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni are working on another Skywalker apart from Zane Skywalker in this post-Episode 9 era that will be considered to be Rey's daughter throughout the ages in the new timeline. It's explained that the character is going to be visually based off of Jaina Solo from Star Wars Legends and will also have a similar personality. Now, it's noted that Lucasfilm has currently actually made the character dubbed as Kira Skywalker, K-I-R-A, which was the original name of Rey by J.J. Abrams for The Force Awakens before he changed it to Rey. Now, Kira Skywalker is described to be visually the same as Jaina Solo from Star Wars Legends and will be considered the sister of Zane Skywalker, who is going to be based off of Cade Skywalker from Legends. Now, this post-Episode 9 era is described to go throughout the ages in books, comics, and even novels, and the animated TV series, which would be the Rise of Skywalker sequel animated show that will be released on Disney Plus in either 2022 or 2023. Now, it's noted that the choice to call the new Skywalker Kira comes from George Lucas, since Lucas originally wanted the main character in the sequel trilogy to be called Kira, which was changed by Abrams to Rey. However, Lucasfilm is still undecided if they want to make Kira and Zane Skywalker twins, or born apart at a different time in Rey's life. Now, they are both described to eventually become a part of Rey's new Jedi Order that will take place on the world of Tatooine, that will include a brand new war conflict with Finn also as a Jedi, and Poe Dameron as a politician of the New Republic that is going to be built on the world of Tatooine once more, of course, where, of course, since it was wrecked by Starkiller Base, with the end of course, the New Republic being rebuilt in this new era. So Kira Skywalker is said to also have a unique lightsaber design that Dave Filoni is working on. The choice to base Kira off of Jaina Solo also comes from George Lucas, and is said to be his way of reviving the character and bringing her into canon in a unique and different way for the fans. Now, the stories are set to be unveiled sometime in 2021. Now, the thing about this plan by Lucas and Dave and John is that what they're really trying to do is that they're trying to revive some of the characters in Legends as best as they can. Of course, they really can't just bring in Jaina Solo because Leia already has a son called Ben Solo. So they can't really do that because in the actual material, we don't have, that actually set in stone there. So what they're doing now is they're reviving these characters, and they're kind of reincarnating them. We have Cade Skywalker now being transferred over to Zane Skywalker, and now we have Jaina Solo being turned into Kira Skywalker. Essentially, they are giving us the Solo twins, except they are going to be new Skywalker twins in this new era that is kind of like a parallel of the post-Return of the Jedi era in Star Wars Legends. It's going to be interesting to see how it really all rolls out. So, with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.